Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another dadageek virtual exhibition. We are really excited that y'all have come and joined us. I am Kyle Evans. I am the managing director at dadageek, and
I'm Alberto Chapa. I'm a projects manager at dadageek.
we are at Dada Lab, which for the first time in a long time, we are getting the opportunity to stream together at our home base, Dada Lab. So we're super excited to be here and to use this space, this wonderful space. So we've had Dada Lab for a while now, and it's a pretty amazing space with a lot of really cool people doing a lot of pretty amazing things, and we're really excited to be able to use the space again, bring people back into here, and start doing some more events here again. So we thought we would start that trend off by doing our stream from here. So we've got some really cool things to show y'all. We're really excited about some of the pretty amazing work that our dadageek students have shown us this quarter, and also we've got another awesome performance from the man himself, Mr. Adam Fengsrud. Yeah, I must say that I really like this setup right now. It feels like super official, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like
We've got a lot of beautiful space in the background. We've got some art.
yeah,
It feels
pretty good.
Yeah, it feels way
Yeah,
better than my room that I've been in
Yes,
for the
yeah.
last year and a half.
Feels way better than my garage. Yeah, exactly. Cool. So yeah, before we get started, I do want to always, as always, mention that we are always running the dadageek Scholarship Fund. We're going to see works this evening from several of our dadageek Scholarship recipients. That is absolutely amazing stuff. And it's just expanding their own work and what they're doing into a lot of different territories. So all we want to do is just keep growing these opportunities, because every time that we're able to give a scholarship to a student, I mean, the amount of knowledge they get from those classes, and then they can go out and then they can start creating more work in the real world, and that's exactly what we want to see. So we're always fundraising for this. So if you want to donate, this is a great thing to donate to. You can donate to us on Venmo at dadageek, or you can contribute on PayPal, paypal.me/dadageek. So either way.
Yeah, and we've got BIPOC scholarships, we've got full course scholarships, and we've got partial scholarships. So your support can go a long way in helping somebody pivot their career or learn a new way to express themselves through art.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you're interested in applying, it's really easy. Just go online and you can go to dadageek.com and you can apply for a scholarship. In fact, I can pull that up right now. We have that ability to do that. So let me see. All right, here we go. So here is dadageek.com. You can see I'm a heavy tab user. I've got all that. I can't not do it. So here's the dadageek homepage. We've got the stream all right here. We've got some cool information right here. But if you just go up here to the top, it says scholarship. If you click on scholarship, you can see all the different types of scholarship opportunities that we have. Definitely apply, right? It's totally worth applying. Students, non-students, everything. So definitely give it a shot. All right, so this last quarter, we had some pretty awesome classes. We had an Intro to Ableton course, which was taught by Adam Fengsrud, who is one of our Ableton certified trainers, as are you. And then we also had my course, which was a Max audio programming in Max course.
We've got a lot of awesome examples from that course coming up.
Exactly. And then we also had a glitch art course, working with processing. So a great way to introduction to programming using processing and glitch art. And then we also had building synths with Arduino, which is always an awesome class. By the way, John Mike's going to be teaching another really great class coming up. If you're interested in getting into Arduino, we'll talk about that in just a second. And then also, what else do we have? I think it was all of them, but then also, and then Matt Steinke's expressive interfaces class, which is really cool as well. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff that we've been doing, and we've got some really cool classes coming up this next quarter. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll talk about some of these classes, but before then, I think we should jump into seeing a little bit of art and seeing some of the work that some of these students have done. So the first thing on the lineup that I want to show y'all is a piece by Jose Carlos Flores, who is actually one of our dadageek scholarship recipients this last quarter. And he was in my class, my Max MSP class, and he is based out of Barcelona, which is super cool. I mean, like, we have students from all over the world now, which is kind of amazing. I know I say that every time, but still, it just like it blows my mind.
It is amazing. I started working with you guys about 1.5 years ago when the pandemic started, and I think the outlook for dadageek was completely different. It was very local, and which we're still a big part of the Austin community, and we love contributing and being a part of that. But we're also discovering all these individuals that are part of our dadageek community globally, which is just really, really heartwarming and really encouraging.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and let's go ahead and we'll talk more about what's coming around the corner next quarter for dadageek, and we'll also talk a little bit about the future dadageek and all that kind of stuff. But let's just go ahead and let's get into a little bit of artwork. So once again, this is Jose Carlos Flores, and this is a piece that he created. It's all real time, so this is like a performance piece that he recorded, and all the audio was done inside of Max, and then all of the visuals were then done with a program called VVVV, which he set up a system that communicates all the audio to drive the visuals in real time using Max. So really cool stuff. So let's check it out. Awesome. I thought that was so rad.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I love to say I love those kinds of visuals. We're dealing with three-dimensional aspects, but also there's like this high definition of like ranging and like almost like a heads-up display. It reminds me a lot of one of my favorite artists, Roy J. Acadia. He does a lot of really amazing stuff, kind of like that, like these really high definition visuals. So it's really great stuff.
And I was glad to see how well it translated to YouTube because I was watching the original source in-house, and yeah, you could really get that across really well.
That's good. Yeah, no, I'm glad. Yeah, awesome work. Yeah. Cool. All right, y'all. So real quick, before we continue on with some more work from people, let's look real quick at, I want to show y'all, because I'm really excited about this, is all the classes that we have coming up for the next quarter, because there's some really good stuff. And I'm really excited, so I just want to share that with y'all. So I'm going to switch over here to my screen share once again. There we go. And so if you go to the homepage of dadageek, we have our stream up here right now. But if you just go right up here to the top where it says courses.
Summer is upon us.
Yes, it is here at dadageek Summer 2021 courses. You can check this out. We've got some really amazing stuff going on. We've already had a lot of really great signups, a lot of signups going on so far, but there's still some spots available, so you can still jump on it. I'm teaching an interactive video in Touch Designer course, which is kind of like a way, kind of like Max MSP, how you can work with objects and patch them together. It's instead of more audio focused, it's more visual focused. Yeah. Touch Designer is a pretty incredible tool. If you're not familiar with it, definitely look it up online. It's an amazing resource.
Completely free too.
Yeah, absolutely, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And then we also have Intro to Artists or Intro to Arduino for Artists. That's taught by Dr. Bleep, John Mike. He is the guy who's also teaching this synths with Arduino and many of our Arduino-based courses. It's a really great way. I know you probably maybe have heard of Arduino, heard of physical computing. This is like the way to get into it, right? It's not going to be just programming and boring stuff. It's like, how can we create cool things like art with this kind of setup? Which is the kind of fun stuff that
you learn a lot of practical skills like breadboarding and creating input devices and output devices.
Yep, exactly. Now, as well, we also have Adam Fangsrud, our Ableton certified trainer, is going to be teaching a intermediate production in Ableton Live. So if you've already had a little bit experience with Ableton Live, you're at a beginner level maybe with it, you've played around with the software some and you feel okay with it, but you really want to expand things a lot further, this is definitely the course to jump on that.
Yeah, and because Adam is a certified trainer, Ableton has extended an education discount for their software exclusively to dadageek students. So that's a pretty big deal. Not a lot of schools can say that.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got the hookup with Ableton because we love Ableton. Ableton is an awesome organization. So if you know a little bit about the software and you want to go deeper, this is a great way. If you played around with it some, you just want to get in and just really dive in. It's a great way of doing that. And that Ableton Live educational discount does not hurt either.
Yeah. And stick around because you're going to check out some of Adam's work in a little bit. And he's a great teacher, very knowledgeable, and he's very passionate music creator too.
Absolutely. And then we have Thomas Eccles, Dr. Thomas Eccles. I should always have to clarify
PhD.
that. Yeah, exactly. He is teaching algorithmic music and sound design with Max, so that's a really exciting class. It's kind of like, I taught more of like a sound design focused class, and his is more so going to be shifting with algorithmic music creation. So it's great for if you know a little bit of Max already, or if you're completely new to programming in Max. This is a great way of getting into it. Maybe people that have worked inside of Ableton Live might have heard of Max. It's like this in Max for Live, and it totally translates, right? If you understand how to program in Max, you understand how to work inside of Max for Live as well. And then we have Matt Seinke is teaching repurpose hardware hacking for artists and musicians. So Matt and I kind of both come from the same background actually with building hardware hacking and circuit bending devices. We love that. We kind of started a lot of our artworks in that kind of area. We came from the same school actually where we taught or learned from the same people. Exactly. Cool. So we both have an interest in this. And Matt is a brilliant hardware hacker and circuit bender. So if you're interested in learning how to find devices and do new things with them, or learn some basic electronics, learn some basic soldering and things like that, this is definitely the course to jump in on.
Yeah, I love the common thread is that you get to learn a new skill while making something you've probably been wanting to make in the back of your head for a really long time.
Absolutely. All right, so let me switch back over to us. There we are. So if you ever have any questions about any of the courses that we are offering, you can always reach out to us. There's contact information up on the website, or you can reach out to me directly, Kyle at dadageek.com, and I'll be around. So just feel free to reach out. So moving forward, let's check out some more work from more students.
Absolutely.
So up next, we have Stephen McQuarrie. He's based in Bay Area. I believe he's based in San Francisco. He's been working with synthesizers for a long time. He's a modular synthesizer guy. And he took my Max course, and I'm really excited to see how it's kind of like expanded. So like say, going from like the digital world and bringing that into the modular synthesis world that he's already familiar with. So he's kind of like blending his practices in a lot of different ways. So anyway, he also made a video that's dealing with, he's also creating some of the visuals inside of Max in real time. And what we're hearing is a little bit of analog synthesis and digital synthesis all mixed together. So let's go ahead and switch over to that and check it out. Awesome. Yeah, Steven has been doing like modular synth-based stuff for so long, so he's like clearly a pro at all of this, and he's been performing for a long time doing this. So it's pretty great to see his expertise open up in different ways and be able to like to incorporate different types of technology and see how it expands it. Right, it's really
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, he's doing a little bit of audio-based stuff with modular synthesizers, a little bit of audio-based stuff with Max. He's also creating the visuals with Max as well, which is really cool. So it's just like a pretty amazing software altogether. So yeah, if you're interested in learning more about Max MSP and learning how to program in that, we have the course coming up. Thomas Eccles is teaching it, Algorithmic Music and Sound Design in Max.
Yeah,
So definitely worth checking out.
We love seeing how dadageek students incorporate it into their existing arts, like you just saw with Steven, and we're excited to learn, what our future students make with the knowledge that we have to share with them.
Absolutely. Cool. So let's check out some more.
Yeah.
Let's keep looking. So next up, we've got Andy Gutierrez. So he's actually based in Japan, which is really
Wow.
cool. So it's been really nice to have someone from Barcelona, someone from Japan,
Yeah.
like all like together in the same environment, talking with each other and collaborating. It's really refreshing to be able to do that.
And correct me if I'm wrong, he was a scholarship recipient?
Yep. So yeah, so we've got some awesome work from him as well. By the way, speaking of scholarship recipients, we might as well make the right above your head. That's right. It's cutting into the top of your head. Yeah. So the dadageek Scholarship Fund, we're always accepting donations to the dadageek Scholarship Fund. So every dollar goes a long way to helping people get access to our cool classes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you have any questions about donating or any questions about applying for a scholarship, feel free to reach out. All right, so let's jump over to Andy Gutierrez. He's got a little bit of an explanation on his piece, and it's really cool because it's generative based, so it's based on data that he actually collected. And so the sound is driven by data that he collected in real world data. All right, so let's check it out.
That was really cool.
Yeah, I know. I like that he's using data in order to drive the sounds. I think it's pretty amazing, and also like bringing attention to a subject matter. Right? It's a really great way to draw attention into something that you're passionate about, or you're curious about. And it's just another great example of all the amazing things that you can program with technology and learning how to do these kinds of things. Such great crossover with art and technology and music and technology and coding.
Yeah, and great examples of work that come out of a single class too, because it's very different work that we've seen back to back.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So going forward, we have a very special presentation for y'all. Mr. Adam Fengsrud himself, one of our Ableton certified instructors, and who is going to be leading the intermediate production in Ableton Live class. He came up with a jam that I think he recorded like this morning.
Wow.
Right? Which is just, that sounds about right. Like Adam just like wakes up and he's like, you know what? I'm just going to jam out. Right? And then he makes something amazing because that's just how he does it. So here is a brief live jam of Ableton Live trainer, certified trainer, Adam Fengsrud, in his studio, creating a really cool, awesome piece. He has his performance, by the way, he's got 2 projects that he performs under. One of them, you can check him out online, Crow, K-R-O, Crow Techno. I think you can find him under that on Facebook. And as well, also Flatliner, which is one of his collaborations that he's been doing for a long time. So you can find Flatliner recordings on Holodeck Records. So be sure to check that out. All right, so let's check out Adam Fengsrud real quick.
All right.
Always awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Excellent lighting, excellent sounds.
He always does something amazing. So what I really like about Adam though is that he's not scared to really blend hardware and software. You know, like you get a lot of guys that are just like, hey, I'm just gonna do software stuff, or I'm just gonna do hardware stuff. It's just like, but the beauty is really the blending of the two.
Yeah.
As with like software or between different softwares or between different hardwares or between software and hardware, that's where the beauty of all this kind of stuff lies. You know, and that's the kind of stuff that I love to teach in my classes, is like how you can mix in with different types of software and and collaborate with different type of people. That's where the good stuff happens always.
Totally.
So if you are interested in diving deeper into Ableton, I highly recommend that you check out Adam's course. Let me switch back over to my screen share. And if you head over to the courses tab up here on the dadageek homepage, dadageek.com, scroll down right here, Ableton Live. And here is his course. So his course starts on June 29th. So this is a really great way to dive in. And plus you get that bonus of the EDU discount.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good hookup right there.
Yeah, Live's a great software to get into for first-time music makers, people that are just curious about forming their own relationship with music production. But to what Kyle said, it's a great software for bridging hardware and software. So you can control a lot of your external synths and use the controllers to control your software synths and really create a music making experience that suits you and make it as tactile as you need it to be.
Absolutely. Yeah, cool. So yeah, you know, dadageek going forward has some really exciting stuff that we're working on.
Yeah.
We've been really busy doing a lot of things, and we're really excited to talk about them eventually with you guys. But we have some really cool things that are in the works right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, dealing with things like online community platforms and expanded class opportunities and options. There's a lot of really cool things that we have prepared going forward. So there's a lot more coming from dadageek. But as well, one of the organizations that I also run is Dada Lab, which is not only this space right here. Dada Lab is our we have space for people to work. We hold events here and things like that. Our dadageek exhibitions are going to continue being here. They were, and then now we're going to do it once again. It's going to be great, and we'll continue to do them online as well, because that's clearly, I think, a lot of fun to do. So it's going to be a hybrid styles of events going forward. But as well, Dada Lab is also is an arts event arm as well. So we actually an art creation arm. So we actually use the name Dada Lab to create works and create installations and performances and events and different types of things like that.
And I think very importantly, opportunities for dadageek students, because a lot of dadageek student work ends up being showcased at Dada Lab events.
Exactly. Yep. So in fact, you know, we're starting up a new place out in Bee Cave, Texas.
Yeah.
We've got a new storefront location out there as well. That's kind of like a new studio. We're building some stuff. We're in the process of building it up right now. It's going to be super rad, but we already have some dadageek student works that are there that we plan on showcasing. So we want to like add more things to that collection and just bring even more stuff as a part of what we're creating. But I want to show and share with y'all a couple of new videos that we have. I know I mentioned previously in the last showcase, we talked about the Bee Cave Buzz Fest, which is going to be happening again in February 2022. But it's out in Bee Cave, Texas at the Hill Country Galleria, and we turned the place into a kind of like a light installation wonderland.
Yeah.
And with surround sound systems and big projection mapped things and all sorts of cool stuff.
They really let you take over that downtown town square.
They're very generous. Yeah, they just kind of let us go crazy, which is kind of amazing. So we always have a lot of fun with that. So we have some recent video that we had edited that demos exactly what was going on there, and it shows a lot of the stuff that Dada Lab was doing, but also a lot of dadageek student work is in there as well. A lot of really cool stuff with a really amazing gallery exhibition that happened there at the same time. And as well, after that, I want to show a brand new piece that Dada Lab just finished up with called Hexamations that we just installed the other weekend at the Seismic Dance event here in Austin. So let's check a couple of those out just so we can see them real quick. Yeah.
Really good video there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So the BuzzFest video turned out really well. I think it really demos a lot of really great stuff that we were doing there, and I think we're going to have even more stuff going forward. And in the Hexamations piece was a lot of fun to install. Just coming up with that piece and then figuring out how to do it. Actually, what's happening there? It's a combination of software. There's a little bit of Max in there. There's a little bit of Touch Designer, which is something that I'm going to be teaching for this upcoming quarter. And then there's a little bit of Resolute, which is something that I teach a lot as well. So there's a lot of different types of video driving lights are happening inside.
I think it really highlights a part of our purpose here at dadageek, which is giving people real-world experiences. All of our courses are project-based, of course, so you get to get your hands dirty, so to speak, and make something. But beyond that, learning that there are festival opportunities, that there are event opportunities for people to turn this into a career or a side hustle. I think not a lot of schools are doing that. They teach it in the abstract, but then you finish the class, and then what, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's something that's of real value to our students, I think.
Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, so let's keep looking at some more work. So once again, I have to direct you to above Alberto's head. There is the beautiful banner, that dadageek Scholarship Fund. So we're always accepting donations. Look how amazing it is. Yeah. It's going to a really good cause. It goes directly to the dadageek Scholarship Fund that helps to support students that need some scholarships so they can have more and more people that can take these classes, so we can have more and more cool, interesting artwork out in the world, because that's why we started this whole thing. So you can donate to us at dadageek on Venmo or paypal.me/dadageek. Let's go forward and let's look at Ray Raquant. So Ray, he's been doing stuff around dadageek for a while now. I've gotten to work with him outside of dadageek. He helped us like a lot with the BuzzFest. He's just like a really, really awesome guy. And he has a project. This is a track that he did the visuals for. He programmed a lot of them inside of Max. And he did the visuals for this, but this track is from his artist moniker, Happy Disaster. And he's got a new EP coming out, so be sure to check that out. This song is Show Its Face. So here is his new EP getting ready to come out. Be able to make sure to check that out. And here is Ray Raquant and some of the visuals he made in Max.
Go Ray. All right, Ray.
Yes.
Again, was from his artist moniker, Happy Disaster.
Yep. So yeah, he's got a new EP soon to be released, he said. So be sure to check that out. Yeah, Ray, if you're watching, definitely drop a link in the chat so people can check it out. All right, y'all. So,
And by the way, thanks to everybody joining us on the chat. We've got a few people on YouTube and Facebook, so hi to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, y'all. So we've got just a little bit more left, but one of our next artists that we are going to be checking out is Nicholas Volpe. So he was one of our dadageek scholarships recipients as well. So we had some really awesome scholarship recipients this quarter. So I'm really excited about that.
All the more reason to motivate people to donate to the scholarship program.
Exactly. I mean, it's like cool stuff is already coming out of this all the time. So we're really excited about it. So anyway, he has a great description that talks about this. So I would not do it justice because he does a really good job of explaining it. So I'm gonna show the video with the text, but essentially the basics of what he made here is he's driving some visuals and some sound with working inside of Max. But he has a wonderful description, so we will jump right into that. I love
Alright,
that.
yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah. And I like he's got like a solid concept behind it as well, which I think is really nice. You know?
Great staging too. I love the way he lit the background, and just everything seemed very intentional.
Yeah. If anyone knows my background with art, it definitely very much so involves CRT televisions. So I'm a big fan of CRTs. So whenever I see people using them, I always get excited.
Oh, that was really cool to watch.
Absolutely. Yeah. We were just talking about like how cool like physically CRTs like feel and look, and the visceral nature of the medium. I think it's really cool. You know?
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see this in person soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that would be a great project to see in person. So yeah, so before we head out, I do want to talk a little bit and make sure to remind you all of some of these awesome classes that we have coming up for our next Data Geek quarter. We have some pretty amazing stuff that's going to be coming in the down the pipe. So we've got, let's see if I switch. Let me switch back over here, and I can show y'all these once again. So here we go, magic screen share, and there it is. Interactive Video in Touch Designer, which is the course that I'm going to be teaching, Intro to Arduino for Artists, Intermediate Production in Ableton Live, Algorithmic Music and Sound Design in Max, and Repurpose, Hardware Hacking for Artists and Musicians. So as always, if you have any questions about some of the classes that we're offering, feel free to reach out. And as well, as always, we have our Data Geek Scholarship Fund. Please do donate. It goes a long way, and it helps out tremendously. Every single dollar helps out quite a bit. As well, I did want to make sure to let y'all know about something really cool that is coming up. Let me switch over and do this screen share thing once again. There we go. Data Lab is going to be having our first big event in a long time. Yeah, so this space is going to turn back into an event once again, an event space. So we're really excited about that. So coming up is the Defunct Records 6-year anniversary. Ian and Sarah, really awesome. They've organized Defunct Records for 6 years now. They were based out of Houston, but now they're in Austin, which is really cool. So we're really happy to have them in as part of the Austin community. So performing is some amazing people. One of them is the headliner is Basic. I don't know if you are familiar with music from Basic. Absolutely amazing, really awesome live performance modular based stuff. All of these are live performance electronic music acts. Other people that are on the lineup, we also have Dead. Ian, he makes incredible music. We actually have shown a stream of his work here before. We recorded him right back here. Yeah. So we also have Acid Jeep. We also have, hey, look at that, Pulse Coder. Hey. That's me. So I'm going to be doing a set on here as well. Geza, and then we also have the amazing Chicken. Yeah. Chicken's on the chat.
He's been on the showcase.
Yeah. There he is. Yeah. I see him on there. So yeah, Aaron, he's been around doing Data Geek stuff for a while now as well. So this is going to be an awesome event, Saturday, June 26th. Make sure to check it out. You can go ahead and grab tickets on Resident Advisor right here, and you can jump on that. So highly, highly recommended. Come hang out. Let's celebrate these pretty awesome electronic music acts.
Yeah, let's fill this space with people and music.
Yes, exactly. We're super excited about that. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to say a special thank you to the students who presented some amazing work as always. It always blows my mind the kinds of stuff that they're coming up with, the kinds of things that they're creating every single quarter, and it just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we'll see you again, I'm sure, for the next, in some form or fashion, for the next Data Geek showcase.
Definitely.
Whether that's in person, online, a combination of the two, it will be happening, and we will be seeing y'all for sure there. So once again, I'm Kyle. Reach out to me if you have any questions about Data Geek.
I'm Alberto at dadageek if you want to email me with any questions about our courses or events.
And thank you all once again so much, and we will see you guys next time.
See you next time.
See ya.